Hi guys, welcome to the Stadium of Light. Well, there's a statement that I get a lot of criticism for not saying too often, but there you go, I'm saying it today because of course it's been such a big week with the derby, and we're here to talk about what happened on the pitch and off the pitch today. And listen, I just spoke to Eddie Howe in the press conference afterwards, and he agreed with me that was a professional job by his team today. He felt they were good all over the pitch and thoroughly deserved their win. In my opinion, Sunderland were architects of their own downfall because they played into Newcastle's hands. Why they tried to play out from the back, I really don't know, but allowed the likes of Almiron and Isak and Gordon to press, and that led, of course, to that second goal, which just killed the game early in the second half, and made it too difficult, I think, for Sunderland to come back. So I think Eddie Howe really pleased and proud with the way his side have reacted to recent defeats, and he said in there that he's really hoping that this is a springboard for their season and it can launch them on to success, and he hopes they can now get a run in the cup. But of course, with the draws that Newcastle have had so far in cup competitions this season, you wouldn't be surprised to see them draw one of the top teams again away from home. But I do think they're due a little bit of luck when it comes to the draw. Look, today was a great occasion. It was great to have the derby back after nearly 8 long years away. Thoroughly enjoyed the build-up this week, and I thought the atmosphere was brilliant. 6,000 Newcastle fans in that end made noise throughout. I thought probably a little bit difficult for them, the fact that they were inside the stadium, some of them up to 2.5 hours before kick-off, so that might have affected things early doors. But I think once they got that first goal, the nerves left the system and Newcastle went on to win the game comfortably. I thought Trippier was excellent at right back. He answered a lot of critics, and Eddie Howe was asked about that in his news conference afterwards there, and he said, look, I knew that he would get back to his best. I thought Bruno Guimaraes absolutely bossed the midfield. He really looks really strong at the moment, and given the amount of games he's played this season, you have to say how well he's doing in that anchor role. But I think it helped Newcastle, the fact that it was lesser opposition today in the shape of Sunderland than a Premier League team, and they weren't bursting through like we've seen in recent weeks against the likes of Liverpool and Nottingham Forest, where they've been missing that holding midfielder and these teams have created chances. Sunderland didn't really have that today, and as I say, they played into Newcastle's hands, and Newcastle in the end up won comfortably. I also asked Eddie Howe just now in his press conference about the team photograph which took place just over there in the north stand at the side of the goals, where those 6,000 Newcastle United fans were housed, because obviously, as you guys well know, photograph is normally taken inside the team dressing room afterwards, but Newcastle decided, it looked to me like it was probably led by Jason Tindall, to get that team photograph taken, and obviously a little bit of a wind up to the Sunderland fans that were left in the stadium. And I'm sure a lot will be said about that over the next few days, whether it was the right thing to do or not. Who am I to say? But it's probably asking for a little bit of criticism, but then at the same time they're allowed to celebrate their victory, and Michael Beale has just said exactly that. He said he had no issue with that. I thought good for Isak to get back in the score sheet again today. I know he scored against Liverpool during the week, but he took his first goal well, tucked away his penalty, and it looks to me like he's maybe about 85-90%. Once he gets that extra 10%, he's going to be flying, and Newcastle just need to keep him fit, especially with, of course, Callum Wilson missing the next match against Manchester City, and then it'll probably take him a couple of games to get back up to speed. But look, I think Newcastle handled the occasion very well today. It felt like there was a gulf between the two teams, certainly, and Newcastle exposed Sunderland for trying to play the ball out too much. What else today? I was there this morning at the St James's Park when all the fans were leaving. I thought it was impeccably organised by the club to see 6,000 fans getting on the coaches safely to the stadium like that. I thought it was really, really well done, and credit to the club for having on entertainment in the shape of a DJ. They were giving out free scarves and water and snacks for the fans boarding buses, and I thought that was a nice touch from Newcastle to do that. And I felt for the fans a little bit having to be here 2 hours beforehand, twiddling their thumbs, waiting on kick-off. But if everyone's safe at the end of the day, then it's done its trick. A couple of little things that Eddie's said there from the press conference, where I think he was relieved as much as anything else. He said, I don't think today was too dissimilar, the atmosphere, to Milan or PSG and other places we've been this season. He said, so I think those experiences helped us today. And he then said, without downplaying it, it was a normal day for us. We were here to do a job. and thankfully we've done that. So yeah, Newcastle through to the 4th round. They'll be hoping for a better draw than they've had in recent competitions, but look, disappointing for me from a working point of view that one of the North East sides are out, but it was a great occasion to see both sides going at it, and it was a pleasure to be here today and see the derby, and hopefully we can have that back in years to come, because look, I think we all agree that the region has missed it. But look, Newcastle thoroughly deserved their win on the day, better all over the pitch. Sunderland didn't know how to handle them. I don't think any Sunderland fan leaving this stadium today can feel that they didn't deserve to be beaten by 2 or 3 goals to nil. So that's it from me, guys. I'm going to post another video with some of the fan stuff from earlier on as they left St James's Park to head over here to the Stadium of Light, but that's my take on the game. So leave your comments below and subscribe, and let's have a little bit of chat about what happened today. So cheers for listening, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.